Hey fellas, how you doing? I'm Ruth, 3 in the 9. Not Gear 5 today, we're going to be talking about the next gen. Now, there is a reason why Gear 5 isn't about, and that's because the whole household that I'm in has kind of come down with a bit of a cold, and I get a very, very sore throat very quickly, and I kind of don't think I could do Gear 5 in the sense that I wanted to do it as best as I could. So I'm just going to kind of give you a chat about next gen, because it's something that needs to happen, okay? It's Wednesday here at the moment, as I'm recording this, and of course tomorrow is Thursday. But Friday in the UK the PS4 comes out, and that's the console I'm going to be getting. That's the one I'm hoping to get. I saw no interest at all really in the Xbox One. I kind of don't want to go into the whole discussion as to what's better, because I'm one of these people that believes you only the individual can decide which console is better for them. I mean, if you're talking specifically hardware, I'd imagine PS4 is better out the gate, but that doesn't matter. It really doesn't at the end of the day, because each console will probably in a couple of years' time prove to be equals, I'd imagine. Sales are out though. Apparently the Xbox One, which is released worldwide, I know it's over here anyway, I could have gone and got it last weekend, I chose not to. The sales for that, as opposed to the PS4, which is only available in North America, it's down. PS4 still beating it, which is interesting, really, and that's coming out Friday, so it will be interesting to see what sales stuff happens. I think that's relating to a lot of the negative press Microsoft got throughout the months before up to the release of the console. It honestly, there were not only broadsides by the media, but there were broadsides in return from Sony. So it kind of, I don't, that may have affected it. I really don't know. But just looking at the two, the one I'm going to be going for is the PS4. I've played on both consoles briefly, and I preferred the feel of the PS4 controller. So for me, that's what I'm going for. I don't think there is really a better one, because they both essentially provide the same experience. It's just they do it in slightly different ways. So it is all user based. It's all user preferred. So that sort of thing I don't like to get into. I just like to say I'm going to go get this because it looks good and it's a bit cheaper. And it's another one that's sort of swaying it is the games that are coming out, the games that come out for it. Now, I don't care, so I really don't. I'll be getting whatever I'll be. Since I got a 360, right, I played on PS3 and that, but the generation up to now, I was very much a closed-minded person when it came to games. I was very into GTA, very into Call of Duty. That was pretty much it. Whereas going into this, I kind of like the idea of opening up my little repertoire a bit. I like to open stuff up this time around. I think there are some franchises out there that I think should be very interesting. Some new IPs that will be coming out. I mean, Destiny and Titanfall, they look pretty interesting. I don't know. I think in Titanfall an Xbox exclusive? I don't know about that. I've not really looked into it, but I will nearer the time, you see. So it's kind of, a games perspective is what might sway some customers a little bit. I know Halo used to be a big one for the 360, and I guess each platform has its own sort of thing. But that was the deciding factor for me, the controller. It felt so much nicer, and I think I was able to play with it a lot, easier as well. It's not as I think it's still smaller than the one controller, but the one felt clumpy, and the sticks felt sharp. I'm not the first person to say that, but they left imprints on my thumb, and I don't think that was something I could have prevented, really. I mean, I got into it, and there was something about it that felt hard, and the PS4 just felt like it was built nicer in terms of the remote. So I'm going to be going for the 4. I'd imagine, though, that there is going to be a big discussion, because, of course, you go into the console wars, and I try to keep away from it. We had this discussion in college the other day, because, of course, I'm on an IT course, and, we were talking about it, and the war starts, and I really, I don't care about it as such. I'm not really into that. I look at it, and I think, what am I going to get the most enjoyment out of? And when people start going on about what's better, I think it's very important to line out and, clearly state what you're comparing. I had this discussion with Casper as well. I said, if you say Xbox is better, well, and then you say why it's better, you've also got to then state on what grounds are you basing that on. If you're looking at hardware, PS4 would win, I'd imagine. If you're looking at user base and how the platform leans towards that, you've got an entirely different discussion to be had. So I was just kind of interested in what are you getting, and what do you think about the sales numbers, because the sales numbers are being quite interesting as well. So I'm probably gonna turn this bloody computer off. It's kicking out a lot of heat. Oh man, it's hot in here. I've got to go get a drink of water. If you've listened to this far, thank you very much for watching. If you just come from Hover's channel the other day, I also thank you for that. And we'll catch you in a bit. Alright.